definitely still go. So I don't know how much longer he'll go. I guess it really depends on what he wants, but he's probably on the road to being the next Rock with his celebrity career taken off. So he probably won't do it too much longer. Probably not more than 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
I disagree with that because he's basic. He's even said this before. As long as the W will let him work his, he's basically doing the same thing Brock Lesnar is right now. Just Brock is the champion. Last time Brock wrestled was WrestleMania. Same thing as John Cena.
Does it make you upset that that Cena takes time off and then comes in and he's pretty much in like a big picture program, or it doesn't really matter?
No, because last time, well, I know who you're talking. I'll go first. So excited about that.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say this time around, no. The last time it kind of did because it seemed like he got the world title shot right away against AJ Styles at the Rumble. Just boom, you're a champion. Here you go. Here's the title. Now they're just making.
Well, I know that he didn't have to earn that title shot at all. Daniel Bryan automatically gifted it to him, and then Styles wasn't very happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was the only thing I had a problem. But this time around, I think it works. And him and Rusev will. Hopefully, it won't go on for 3 or 4, just one time, then have him go face someone on Raw, I guess, which that's kind of confusing. How do you won't be booking him for both shows then?
Yeah, I wonder when his next appearance on Raw is going to be. It's probably something they'll advertise ahead of time to bring in ratings.
I think it'll be after Battleground.
Someone's gonna call him out. Someone's gonna call him out on Raw.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for something.
Maybe.
Maybe
I would not be. Maybe it would be Braun Strowman calling out John Cena, even though Cena didn't mention him. He didn't mention him tonight. But maybe Strowman loses the reins and wants someone else, and he calls out John Cena. I mean,
do you guys think he faces a Raw or SmackDown superstar at SummerSlam?
Probably Raw.
I would say Raw.
Because look what they're doing now. They'll probably wait. He could show up on Raw before Battleground happens, but to me, it would make more sense if he's going to face Rusev. He would just be on SmackDown, and then he would go to Raw during the SummerSlam thing.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what it seemed like, and they'd book him only on Raw. Because I can't see them booking him on Raw one night, and the next night he comes to SmackDown and wrestles. That makes zero sense to me.
Like Dave mentioned, Rusev returned. And the one match that was added to Battleground is Rusev versus John Cena in a flag match. So it is what it is.
Not like the Jack Swagger one.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to do it because there's 2 ways they can do a flag match. There's one where they just capture the flag to win, and then the one that Rusev and Swagger did a few years back was just a pinfall and submission match where they played the national anthem for both countries, I believe.
Well, Cena did say, let's put one flag over here and one flag over here and have a flag match.
Yeah, he said an old school flag match.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
If it's old school, then it's the one that they have to grab it from the top. So,
of course, it probably won't be a long match because those types of matches aren't really meant to last very long.
No, Chad Gable, yes. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, so very true on that. Very true on that. Speaking of Chad Gable, someone was mentioning him in the chat room. Chad Gable was given the opportunity. Well, here it was. Daniel Bryan said that Kevin Owens was complaining that Styles and Gable were in the Battle Royal, even though he beat both of them. And Daniel Bryan said that he would give both of them a shot against each other. The winner would go into the Battle Royal. So we saw AJ Styles versus Chad Gable, a match I thought I would never see in my life. And it was actually a really good match. AJ Styles obviously picked up the win. It was a nice little rub for Chad Gable. My question for you guys before we move on, do we see a Chad Gable singles run before or after WrestleMania? We'll go with you first, Texas Kid.
That's hard to say. I don't know if they have plans to break American Alpha up or not. I mean, there's also talk they could be behind the Breezango office trashing. I guess right now I'd say no, just because it's hard to envision either of them as single stars. I don't know if they ever were in NXT or not.
So you're saying that he won't have one at all? He just will stay tag team?
For the time being, at least, I'd say the next year they'll probably go on their own single run eventually because everyone does.
Oh, Brandon Apter in the house. What's up, Apter? How you doing? Oh, good question in the chat room. Why are they splitting up tag teams, especially ones that haven't really had a?
Here lately, we've seen a lot of that.
Enzo and Cass, they really didn't have a title run at all, but especially a tag team like American Alpha, if they are going that route, who knows? Being as popular as they are, breaking them up if they are. But they are both. They can both have their own singles run. They're both They both can handle themselves in the ring. I'm not sure how they are promo wise, but
yeah, Jordan. Oh, I don't know. He's a great in-ring wrestler, Jordan is, but he really. Chad Gable was always more of like the personality of the two. I don't know if Jordan could like really go. Like he looks great out there. You put him out there, great in the ring. But if he can really connect, without
your pops, Brendan Apter's dad tweeted about this match, Gable versus Styles. So if he's tweeting about it, then you know it's good.
So did JR. Jim Ross tweeted about it, saying it's a really good match. And I enjoyed it, and I would love to see it. I think I would love to see both guys get a singles run and see what they do. Because I just imagine a feud between those two guys. I think it'd be an awesome match.
I think it would. Oh yeah, that would be the classic kind of like HBK genetic breakup, even though
because those two are very
10 times better.
AJ Styles did not have to make Gable look that good, and he made him look like and even the Revival guys tweeted about this match, saying that Chad Gable can hang with AJ Styles.
Yeah, it was a good match. The question for you, Dave. Do you see a singles run for Gable before or after WrestleMania, or you think they just continue as a tag team?
The way SmackDown's going, they're not really using the guys really that much as a tag team. So, I could see it, honestly. And it seems like we're in that trend this year for somebody that's breaking up tag teams. So, it wouldn't be surprised. We said R-Truth and Goldust break up. We had the other guy, Enzo and Cass break up. So it seems like it could be the year of breaking up tag teams.
Yeah, and people in the chat room, would you be upset if American Alpha broke? That's our question for you guys in the chat. Would you be upset if American Alpha broke up and they had their own singles run?
And at least they had a title.
They aren't really being used.
At least they won the titles together. They were NXT tag champions and SmackDown tag champions.
But wasn't there? Would you say their tag team champion run was a kind of a fail?
Hey, you could say that.
Yeah, because they weren't even on TV some weeks, so
that wasn't their fault. That was John Cena's fault.
The only break up is New Day. Yes, 100%. New Day will not break up. I don't ever see New Day ever breaking up.
Or if you don't break them up,
they probably will someday.
Maybe someday, but they make the WWE too much money to break them up. I just don't see it, and it just makes no logical sense right now at the moment. But let's move on. In 30 seconds, let's get y'all's comments on this. Usos won't break up. Yes, get another one. Lana versus Naomi women's championship match. 30 seconds.
Match.
Yes, 30 seconds reaction, and with the Tamina encounter, looking like she's going to help out Lana. I guess become better in the ring or whatever. Go ahead, Dave.
The match wasn't even 30 seconds, but I don't understand what the hell they're doing. I really don't.
I'm ever wrestle, or can Lana even? Lana
put on a good match at the pay-per-view.
I'm not really sure if she can have a legit match. I'm not sure yet.
But she did. But at the Money in the Bank, she did have a legit match. She did really good in that match, I thought. I was not saying she can't. They're just not giving her time on actual TV. They're killing her character really bad right now. Well, I guess that's what they're doing. Because do you agree that the Money in the Bank match was good Lana had with her?
Yes, the Money in the Bank match was good.
In the last few weeks on TV, it's like, hey, give it to Naomi. She's defended that title more than any title in the WWE right now.
Yeah, and two of her matches haven't even gone 5 minutes. So any thoughts on that?
Not really much to say. I mean, it lasted even shorter than last week. Both of their last two matches haven't been all that long.
Mm.
Who knows what they're doing with Lana? Looks like some alliance with her and Tamina. I don't really agree with the fact that she got 3 straight title shots in her first 3 matches. I think that was a bit much.
Well, there was excuses, and I guess they just wanted to make Naomi look stronger because it seems like she might be losing the title pretty soon, if you ask me.
Oh, definitely. I think Naomi's losing pretty soon too. And it's funny how
to Carmella.
Yeah, definitely. And it's funny how they keep having her feud with Naomi for some odd reason. I guess this to get some more wins under her belt. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Tamina is getting the jobber status, and that's BS. It's weird seeing that she's not really be given a program, even though a lot of people seem to like Tamina. And
I would love to see Naomi, but it seems like that they don't feel like Tamina or Naomi is strong enough to credible enough to beat anyone else but Lana. It seems like because it's her last 3 title defenses have been against Lana, not no one else. They don't want to hurt anyone else. It seems like, they don't want to have her beat Charlotte. They don't want to have her beat Natalia. I mean,
punishing her for something. Maybe
they don't want her to beat
though.
Because she's not as credible.
Tamina is good. She can be a credible heel. Yeah, she's good in the ring. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna ask you something, but I asked. So okay, here you go. So what's next for Naomi?
Hopefully, someone other than Lana.
Because it looks like the Lana feud could be over. I mean, of course, there's Carmella, but she's not in the title picture. Are they going to have some kind of maybe contendership match maybe next week or something like that?
So who we got then? Tamina, Lana,
Tamina,
and Charlotte, and
there's history between Naomi and Tamina, so that's a story I could buy into because they used to be in Team Bad together.
Becky Lynch, okay.
I mean,
I don't know if they'll mention it. That's a long time ago. Wow, I'm surprised you remember. You haven't referenced that. That's crazy.
You want to go even farther back? They're related, so there's your history right there, Texas kid.
Right? Yeah, they are related. Well, they're not related, but they're
marriage. They are.
Well, Naomi's married to Jimmy Uso, so
right, correct.
They're in-laws, so, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm wondering how they're gonna. Yeah, so I wonder who's next for Naomi.
They probably talk about that, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll hear about it tonight on Talking Smack. I didn't catch who's on Talking Smack tonight. I didn't see it. If they did announce it,
because he won the Battle Royal. They said the winner of the Battle Royal. So
okay. All right, and who else? Anybody else?
Oh yeah, Mike and Maria.
Oh, okay, that should be good. That should be interesting. Yeah. It should be interesting to see how they interact with Daniel Bryan tonight. So let's move on.
That song that was amazing.
Because we still got Raw to touch on and the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. All right, so let's touch a little bit on Raw from Monday night. Because Monday Night Raw was pretty good, I thought. We didn't touch on the rap battle.
Yeah.
Let's touch on the rap battle.
Yeah, that was really good.
Battle. My goodness gracious.
That was fun. I was nowhere near
when I heard about this rap battle, I think it was last week, I'm thinking, man, oh man, we're gonna get a crappy old rap battle. I knew it would be not better than what we usually see, but I didn't think we were gonna get what we got tonight.
And kudos for WWE. They got a rapper who went out there, was a professional guy who wasn't doing something stupid like we seen last week with Lorenzo and all of them.
Right, like he knows Wally knows his shit. He's a wrestling fan, and he was the judge tonight. So to speak.
Thank God they didn't bring Drake on there.
Right, I mean the Usos. My goodness. I don't know if they told them what to say out there, or they just said, come up with a couple of lines to say, and just go out there, not cuss, but keep it a 100, as they say, keep it real.
Knowing Road Dogg, you would think that that's his kind of style, that he would kind of, if he's running SmackDown legitly, that would be something similar. Okay, we can go here, but we can't, you can say all this stuff, but you got to say it in a PG version.
Yeah,
you got to give it all.
Him saying something about the page tapes, not saying it, but he referenced it in a non-reference way. You had to know about it. What wow was like wow, and the reference of
Usos was awesome. They had some great delivery on this stuff.
Yeah, and
New Day so much, but yeah.
Yes. And then dogging on Kofi about his fake accent. But then you got Xavier Woods with the Roman Reigns comment, which was this unreal. I mean, I'm sure they shook hands and hugged it out in the back after that. But man, I mean, they were calling the Usos fat and out of shape. And
dude, I thought they were gonna say it and they didn't, and they went when they did the little weenie. I was like, oh crap! I thought they were gonna go the other route.
So I mean, they, really wrestling scripted. Who would have known? My goodness gracious, I had no idea.
I wonder if John Cena was involved in this at all. You know that? Like, if he had some input on this, that would make a lot of sense if he did. Because it was very John Cena-esque, some of these lines are coming out.
Well, I'm sure they ran it by him, get some feedback. But man, props to the Usos. What did you think of the segment, Texas Kid? And then we'll ask what Dave thought. A lot of people in the chat room seem to love the rap battles.
I was telling Dave before we came on the air, I wasn't really into it much. I thought it went on a bit too long. Now, I did enjoy some of what the Usos said because they were saying some good stuff that got the New Day good. But
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, No, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, yeah, like I was saying, I enjoyed what the Usos were saying. Some of what they said, they were spitting straight fire. But listening to the New Day, I thought a bunch of it was stupid.
Wow. Okay.
Amateurs,
all right. You're probably in the minority on that one. What about you, Dave?
I thought it was both.
Even though I like New Day better than Usos personally.
Oh, okay.
I think the Usos.
Oh, okay. Wow. Go ahead.
Start to talk, then he says something. Okay. The Usos, I think. I haven't been a big fan of the Usos lately for their run. I think they should lose the titles to the New Day. But I think tonight, I mean, they were just awesome tonight. I thought the delivery was so much better than New Day. And that line just kicked the whole thing off was just like, wow. And then to call, like, Wally their fourth member, that was just like, dang. And that was kind of weird. It was a DQ. But I think, honestly, if you ask me, the Usos won that battle. But the last line was classic when he kept saying, roll it back. Roll it back. I was just like, man, or slow it down or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, it was a really good rap battle tonight. Really better than what I expected. I'm sure what a lot of people expected. I'm sure when they saw a rap battle segment tonight, they rolled their eyes.
I was flashing back to Bo Dallas and Flow Rider. That's what I was thinking.
Oh man, bathroom break. But man, it was actually really, really good. Okay, time for the lane.
With a crew like that, when the Usos came out with a bunch, I thought one of those guys were gonna come out as somebody else or something. Like someone was gonna come unmasked. Like I kept staying in, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna see something more.
Yeah, really, really good SmackDown tonight. Props to them. Really good SmackDowns on 4th of July.
Yeah, it's a holiday episode. You did pretty good.
Yeah, on a holiday episode. But props to WWE for a good SmackDown tonight. So let's move on to the SmackDown segment for tonight. This is where Dave give one thing that they like or dislike going on currently in the WWE product. It could be anything that they want to talk about. They got 30 seconds to rant, and we're gonna go with Dave first.
Go Texas Kid. I want to hear what he's gonna say.
We'll go with Texas Kid first.
All right. Well, one thing I'm really liking right now is the way they've built up the Lesnar-Joe match, because it has one of those legit big fight feels to it, and been saying back and forth to each other. They got in that brawl a few weeks back. You had Joe choking out Heyman, and then you have him ambush Brock from behind last week in the rear naked choke. And then last night during that interview, you have Joe getting at him. I was hoping to see him get in another brawl, but the way they sold this is just really great for the Sunday. I'm hoping they give him a decent amount of time to put on a good monster-ass match.
Okay, all right.
Disappointed, kid. I'm disappointed. I was hoping for someone you didn't like or bashing on a wrestler or something like that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the guys bringing. You're supposed to be bringing the hot takes. I'm surprised it wasn't something Seth Rollins did correctly last
night. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, hey, how about Rollins? He finally got a big win again.
Yeah, getting a big win last night. Seth Rollins. There you go, getting a win in the call.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I was shocked to see him win that match. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And then you have Bray cutting another pointless promo in the desert, and he's basically been cutting the same damn promo for 4 damn years.
There you go. If you want to rant about, there you go. Rant about Bray Wyatt. There you go. That's laying the SmackDown. Yeah. Bray,
okay.
say your
the way.
Go.
The way they booked his character got stale a long time ago. For 4 damn years, he's basically damn promo. I'm God. Follow the buzzards. Yeah, I control everything. He says the same crap every single time. It's boring because he always loses every big feud he's ever been in.
Okay.
And
I forgot to write that.
That's called bad booking. That's called bad booking. It's not called him.
I forgot to write that match. I forgot that match. Okay. There's some hot takes from Texas Kid. We got 31 viewers tonight. Thank you, everybody, for popping in here and in and out. Thank you, guys. Dave, what about you?
Thank you.
And
I'm getting so annoyed with why is Orton wrestling against Adrian English? I don't get it. I really don't understand this. 2 weeks in a row, he's going, why? And why is he even on SmackDown? It makes 0 sense. You don't need him to be on TV. You can be giving that spot to somebody else. It makes 0 sense to me. I hate it because you could be having even though Ty did get to wrestle tonight, which was good, finally, after 2 months, but those spots for someone like that, or even American Alpha, 2 other guys who did get to wrestle tonight, but still, I mean, man, it's just getting ridiculous.
Tonight was Ty supposed to be since Backlash.
He released. Wow. That's a hot take right there. He wants Aiden English released. My goodness. He doesn't want him to have a job. He doesn't want this. I don't know why.
I like Aiden English.
Saying I'm like
contrary to the beliefs of others.
He's all right.
Aiden English is just like he looks to me like a young Cesaro did back in the day. That's why I kind of like him. He looks like Cesaro.
Okay. Wow, someone put holy crap. I forgot about Ty Dillinger. Wow. See, that's not good.
Yeah.
And then
he was the 3rd guy in the Battle Royal tonight. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, he like you said, he hasn't really been on TV in a couple of months, so.
Yeah, so you forget about him. Yeah, I know. I like the guy. I was hoping he was actually going to win instead of AJ tonight because it's nice to see something different.
Oh, that's shocking to hear.
But it also seems like are people excited for a Michael? I'm surprised you didn't go Michael Kanellis as your hot take, Texas Kid, but Michael Kanellis versus Sami Zayn. It seems like we're getting that feud possibly.
And Maria.
Yeah, that was funny. I like the how Sami Zayn keeps messing him up during interviews. I kind of like that. That's funny. It makes me laugh.
You guys too went blank and they just shot the big crowd scene. I was like, what is going on?
What happened there? Some kind of mess.
Their song's amazing too. I was jamming that song the other night.
Oh, the Mike Kanellis one?
Yeah, the Mike and Maria that love song.
It's catchy. It's catchy. So yeah, solid SmackDown tonight. Okay, let's run through Raw a little bit. Let's go through the important stuff on Raw so then we can touch on the pay-per-view. Again, this is Get the Tables podcast, episode number 72. We want to thank the total of live 30 viewers and the total of 142 viewers tonight. Thank y'all very much. Our viewership has been rocking lately. I'm not sure what we're doing right, but we appreciate everybody coming in here. Also, if you guys do not mind, if you guys don't share us on your Periscope, if you could share us there or share us on Twitter, or even if you can, please hit that follow button. The follow button really helps us out, and hitting those hearts. The hearts are really much appreciated. We're trying to get to the super hearts. We're trying to get a Periscope, some kind of a badge to make us look legit. That would really, really help us out to grow our viewership more and to help us out. So, and we would really appreciate it. So, all right, Raw. Enzo and Cass. Enzo last night threw down a nice promo last night and attacked Cass during Cass's interview last night as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
So, my question to you guys before we touch on the pay-per-view, did last night get you guys a little bit more pumped up for Enzo versus Cass this Sunday night? We'll go with you first, Dave.
No, but I thought Enzo did a really good job. I mean, man, Enzo is doing something I don't think they expected. He's getting really over with the crowd right now. He really is. I think more over than anyone thought he would. You know, he's not just getting the cheap cheer on the good guy heat, or the cheers, I guess it won't be heat, but cheers. He's not just getting the feel sorry, but he's getting that true, like someone pointed out on Twitter, he's getting that true underdog type of push, or he could be, really. He's getting those kind of reactions, like a true underdog type thing. And his promo was freaking, to quote Texas Kid, was straight fire.
All right, what about you, Texas Kid?
What?
Oh, Jesus.
You're not even listening?
Yeah.
Enzo and Cass, the last night's promo by Enzo gets you a little bit more pumped up for this match coming Sunday night.
I'm not particularly excited for the match because I think it's probably going to be Cass squashing him. It's probably not going to go more than 10 minutes if it even goes that long.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I disagree with that. I don't think he's going to squash him because 10 minutes isn't a squash match. The 2 minutes is.
Well, but Cass has a huge ass over him, so
you're going to have last night they showed that Enzo, they basically showed he has heart and he can fight. I don't think Cass is going to squash Enzo in 30 seconds or 2 minutes. I think he might lose, but it's going to be a fight, I think. That's what I think is going to happen. I think.
Do you think this feud continues after Sunday?
Yes, unfortunately. Tony, what do you think? You think?
Yes, I think so.
Well, maybe they might do Big Cass versus Big Show at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I could see that. I personally think this is too early for this feud, but.
Do you think he's going to squash him?
Oh well, we're gonna see this. What's that?
You think Big Cass is going to squash Enzo?
Oh, we'll touch on that right now. Let's go into the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. I can see Enzo get the win, but loses at SummerSlam. Let's go to the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. I got all the matches down. Currently, there is.
Raw? I'm
sorry?
You want to talk about anything else on Raw or no?
Unless you guys want to. I thought we could just touch on the pay-per-view since that's what's just going on.
You know what's happened last night? I'm trying to think. I mean, Balor and Cesaro was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
Speaking of Balor, he is not on the card, so that's interesting.
I bet you he'll show up on the pre-show against Samson.
Maybe. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
pre-show match.
8 matches at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty stacked card. Got Bray versus Rollins. You got the tag title match, IC title match, cruiserweight title match, world title match, women's title match, ambulance match, and then you got the Enzo and Cass match. So if you were going
to, is that a pre-show match?
Oh, I forgot that one too. R-Truth versus Goldust.
Well, the cruiserweight match is the pre-show match. They said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? That's
so. There's nine total matches if you want to count the pre-show. So Balor and Samson not on the card.
Not
Crazy. Yet. Yeah. So let's move on to the pay-per-view card. Again, this is Get the Tables podcast. Appreciate all you guys in here tonight on y'all's 4th of July holiday. I hope you guys enjoyed hot dogs, hamburgers, pop fireworks, whatever you did. Thank you for joining us, sitting here and watching us tonight. We really appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your week. But let's touch on this pay-per-view. Enzo and Cass.
I'm curious, before we go there, let's talk about the pre-show match. I mean, does Neville keep the Cruiserweight title?
He probably does. They
think
seem to be setting Cedric Alexander up to beat him for it.
I would don't even say that, man. I want that so bad. Don't even tease me with that, man. I want Alexander to win that title. Don't even make me think that's gonna happen. I mean, come on.
I would like to. I don't think they're gonna have Titus Worldwide. I just don't think they're gonna have Neville lose yet. I think he's just too right now. I'm sorry.
The power of Tozawa.
Yeah, he is over, but I just don't see it happening. So
his German suplex is freaking awesome, though.
Yes, he is good in the ring, definitely, no doubt about that. 30 seconds.
Pretty good. But okay, yeah, I think he keeps it. Yeah, but I think
heavyweight title match.
I think Titus turns on him. That's what I think happens.
Oh, okay. Titus turns on him. All right.
I think Neville becomes part of Titus Worldwide.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. All right, there you go. All right, what about you, Texas Kid?
Nice. I think it's obvious Neville's retaining. I don't see Tozawa standing much of a fighting chance here.
I disagree with that at all. Fighting chance. Have you seen this guy ever wrestle? Like, he has a fighting chance against anybody. They're not going to make this match some squash match. Like, you seem to think all the matches are going to be squash matches for some reason. No. These guys are probably going to get 15 minutes at least on the pre-show to have go out and put on a great match.
Well, they usually start the pre-show match in like the last 20 minutes of the pre-show. I don't know if y'all ever watch the pre-show or not.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be some squash match, and he easily beats Tozawa.
Texas Kid sounds like a hater. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired at Texas Kid for life. Oh, no.
Nothing really against any of the cruiserweights. They're all good wrestlers.
You just don't care for the match. Just be honest.
Not really.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's move on to the Enzo and Cass match. 30 seconds. Here we go. Does this match last longer than 5 minutes? And who wins, Enzo or Cass? And do you think it'll be a good match, or do you think this is just going to be Cass beating the shit out of Enzo and it ending like that? We'll go with you first, Texas Kid.
I'd say the match lasts around about 5 minutes. I think Enzo, at the start of the match, he's probably gonna come on swinging hard, but Cass is probably gonna get him. I think Enzo maybe gets him for like the first minute or so, knocks him out of the ring, but then Cass comes back in and basically beats his ass. Cass wins by referee stoppage, and then maybe Big Show comes out for the save.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's a good. Okay, I like that. Go ahead, Dave. What do you think?
Bold prediction. I could see Cass left laying in the back, and the match never happens, and that's courtesy of the Big Show.
Okay. All right. I like that.
But if they do the straight up match, I think Enzo's probably going to be beating his ass for a while in that match, and then Cass is going to be lucky to beat him. I think it's going to be something like that. Because I think you're going to let Enzo get his kind of revenge on Big Cass in that match. I think Cass will, if it does be a match, I think Cass will win. But I think Enzo will be beating his ass for a while.
Okay. Do they need to change Cass's theme music?
They probably will. He'll probably debut a new theme on Sunday.
I feel bad for Cass, though, because Enzo, anytime he wants, he can just murder Cass on the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Enzo wins by roll-up.
Okay, I can see that.
Some kind of sneaky roll-up. Enzo gets the win, rematch at SummerSlam.
Or you could do something similar to, like, Cass fakes like he really got hurt, and then he fucks with Enzo because, Enzo knows he got hurt that time with the ropes. But, yeah.
Oh, good. I like this. Enzo's rant on Raw did knock Cass down a few notches. Yeah, because Cass, what can Cass say back?
I wonder how
Cass going to say it back.
Because, man, he went back again. It's like, man, I wonder how much of his promos were actually scripted. He just went off the top of his head, just boom, just going like crazy.
Oh, really? CM Punk's coming back.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that.
What?
Yes, I'm sure he is. Wow. Breaking news, folks. CM Punk coming back.
Some wrestling promotion offered him $1 million to wrestle, but he didn't accept it, though.
Enzo's emotions will lead him to
promotion.
Oh, I like that. Okay, that's a fair enough good point. I like that. Let's move on to the tag title match where the rumors Goldberg returned SummerSlam as ratings dropped. Maybe I heard he was too, but I haven't heard anything lately.
Goldberg, there you go.
They made it an Iron Man match, which was funny because you made a good point. They, like you said, they act like tag team matches don't go 30 minutes already. For the most part, they do. Usually, good matches do.
How are you gonna last? You gotta work on your conditioning for this whole 30-minute Iron Man match. It's
right. I'm gonna do some cardio and do all this. Jesus, come on, man. It's not like it's an hour long match.
Yeah, didn't like the New Day and the Usos go about 30 minutes, like in the Money in the Bank?
Yes. So I thought that was funny. But all right, we're gonna get an Iron Man match between these two tag teams. Quick 30-second reply. Do we see the titles change hands back to the Hardy Boys? Dave.
I'll let Texas Kid go first. Go ahead, Texas Kid.
I predict yes, that history does regain their titles this Sunday.
Okay.
Because I think Sheamus and Cesaro only won last month to keep the feud going a while. Plus, Sheamus is filming a WWE Studios movie month, so it's often for that, so he gets time off to film.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it's tomorrow.
I hope we get Parties versus Revival at SummerSlam, a battle of the Southern tag teams.
Okay. All right. That's
North Carolina. North.
I'm sorry?
South from Carolina. They're from North Carolina.
Well, the Southern U.S.
Still considered South if they're from North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the southern part of the U.S.
But they're from North Carolina, not South Carolina. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, 12. So do you got
is it man, I'm so sick of this feud. I don't even care.
Oh, yeah, I heard the Hardys were about to get the broken gimmick back, so you guys think we see that soon?
Matt will be broken and Jeff will be the Enigma. Oh, okay. All right. Wow. You already have them breaking up already.
Yeah,
wow.
break them up. No one wants to see. I don't know. That's still true, though. I think mostly fans want to see the Hardy Boys together, but then there's the fans who want to see a Hardy, the broken gimmick appear in WE.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you do it soon? I think they'd let it last a little longer, but who knows? That'd be possible. I guess. Because if the Hardys don't win, then what do they do next? So they almost have to win this. But if they don't win, does Matt come out and blame Jeff for not winning, When you kind of set up a broken
He might initially blame Jeff for the loss to Extreme Rules, because after they lost to the Extreme Rules with Jeff jumping back in the cage, I thought they were going to start teasing dissension there.
Yeah.
But it would make sense if they lose again, the titles again, I think he could blame Jeff again, so I could see something like that.
Break them up, push Jeff ice. Okay. All right. That's a nice little suggestion. What about The Miz, dude? We're going to touch on The Miz. Don't worry. We got the biggest Miz fan here, so don't worry. We're going to touch on The Miz.
Talk about a boring title run. Jeez.
Oh, whoa. So who do you got? Tag titles match.
Hardys. This is the match I'm least looking forward to.
Wow, okay. The Hardy Boys.
Because I like the Hardys, but I'm just sick of this match. We've seen it for like 4 months, it seems like.
Where's the club? That's a good question. Who knows? They're on main event. That's where you can watch them.
They're in the club.
Yeah. All right.
They faced the Revival on main event last week, I know.
Did they?
Oh. That's an odd pairing of a tag team match.
They faced each other?
That's weird.
Texas Kid, calling Texas Kid.
All right, anyways. IC title match. Since we just heard someone say something about The Miz in the chat room. The Miz is taking on Dean Ambrose this Sunday night. Do we see the title change hands? Do we see Dean Ambrose get the IC title back? Dave?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, you have Dean Ambrose winning the title.
Because what else are you going to do with The Miz? Who else are you going to feud him with? I mean, seriously,
No.
who else is he going to feud with after this? Or The Miz keeps the title by DQ and Ambrose wins it, and then he gets a guaranteed title, another title match at SummerSlam. Then he wins it.
No.
Sorry, but that's probably what's going to happen. The entourage will help him. Probably he'll cheat or something like that, and he'll get a DQ or something, and then they'll get the same story again where he'll have to defend it again at SummerSlam. And then no DQ match.
No.
It's not ending. Who else
No.
feud with him against? I'm sorry. What's going on?
I don't know. We don't have to know now, but I definitely don't think Dean Ambrose is winning the title. But
If he doesn't, doesn't win it, it's gonna be like because the entourage helped him. You got him disqualified or something like that, or Miz Entourage.
Right. Fair enough. What about you, Texas?
Oh man, this title, this whole gimmick they're doing with him.
I think Miz retains because he only won the belt the last month, so it don't make sense to take the belt off of him now. So Miz should retain to get this feud over with because him and Ambrose have been feuding for months, even dating back to when they were on SmackDown earlier in the year.
Who's he gonna feud with next? More Heat Slater?
Why not Seth Rollins? Miz versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam sounds good to me.
You would love that, Texas kid.
Don't put Seth Rollins. Just because you got to put Ambrose against Samson doesn't mean you got to put Rollins down to that level of facing the Miz. I mean, come on. That's really a downgrade from Bray Wyatt.
Miz versus Seth Rollins. That should honestly be the Universal title match at WrestleMania 34. Screw Reigns versus Brock. Screw Reigns versus Cena. Any of that. I mean, Seth Rollins versus the Miz Universal title WrestleMania 34 would be pure gold. And
yeah, it wouldn't be pure money, though, because the big money match would be Brock versus anybody. It wouldn't be the Miz versus Rollins. That's not a money match at WrestleMania.
Balor versus Miz is next. That's a possibility.
That's a downgrade for Balor from Samson.
What? What?
I mean, gee.
That's funny. So you have Ambrose.
Downgrade to face freaking Miz this week.
Wow. Shots fired at the Miz. So I also have the Miz retaining. Dave has Ambrose winning, maybe not winning the title, but winning somehow. Maybe in a DQ, but winning. These guys are wild tonight. Yeah.
SummerSlam rematch.
I just no. All right.
I don't want it either. I want this feud. But if you have the Miz win, fine, and keep the title. Where does he go? He goes to Rollins? I doubt it. He goes to Reigns? That definitely ain't happening. But I mean,
Reigns is challenging for the Universal title at SummerSlam, though, because that was his announcement a few weeks back.
Yeah, okay, fine. Then if you go, then who does the Miz go if it's not Rollins or Ambrose? Then where do they go, really? Honestly, I mean,
Balor, maybe. No. Miz versus Balor would be good.
I do, even though I made a joke about it. We did talk about it before this even happened, that a Miz versus Miz versus Rollins match would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
All joking aside, yeah, I think Rollins as IC champion would be pretty.
Two of the best in the world.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They're both top 10 without a doubt. If you say otherwise, you're biased.
What? Miz is top 10? Oh my god.
Of course he is.
Top 10 at what?
Top 10 best wrestler in the world. Well, at least in WWE. I sent you that list the other day in our message.
I know you have Dolph Ziggler in your top 10. Like, what the hell? Dolph Ziggler's not in the top 10.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the best sellers of all time.
No.
Wrestler just because you can
He's
work.
probably as good as Shawn Michaels when it comes to selling.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what?
I mean, the best seller of all time, it's probably between Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler.
Wait, no.
In all honesty.
What? You don't.
I think Mr. Perfect was a damn good seller himself back in the day.
Yes.
Ric Flair. I mean, geez.
I never saw Mr. Perfect wrestle, so
I heard
can't really judge him.
That's funny. Yeah, he's a big Miz fan, as you can obviously tell. Saying that Miz is the best in the world, I wouldn't go that far. He's having a good run lately, but he's no best in the world.
Oh, he's like the best in his family.
Later's True King. Later's, man. Thanks for stopping by. Wow,
Best in his family, at least. Jeez.
that's funny. Again, thank you all for coming in here and joining us tonight to Get the Tables podcast, episode 72. Usually we have our man Justin tonight, but he's on a little vacation tonight, so we had Texas Kid join us. As you can tell, things have been getting a little heated between him and Dave. That's what they do usually, and it's fun. You just sit back and laugh.
And I always win.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, did I tell you that one debate I had with Dave a few weeks ago? He got so pissed off after that.
After which one?
I'm not sure. Let's move on. Chief Wahoo. That's a wrestler, an old ass wrestler. Speaking of Rollins versus Bray. Who do you got, Rollins or Bray, Dave?
I think Bray wins.
You think Bray wins? Okay.
Yeah, because they're making it too obvious. I mean, Rollins could win it, but I think they might be doing Bray differently now. I think they might actually let him win a pay-per-view.
Oh, chat room has Seth Rollins. I already know who Texas Kid has.
Yeah, Rollins, his hero. His avatar.
Oh, my fault. That's my bad. Anyways, go ahead, Texas Kid.
Well, I think Seth Rollins will make Bray look a whole hell of a lot better than he actually is. But at the same time, he's also going to expose him for that all-around fat ass that he is.
Wow.
Golly.
Yeah.
Now he hates
You have to sell Seth Rollins as the cover star of 2K18. Okay, so you've basically got the cover star of the next video game versus someone who's a glorified jobber. So you pretty much have to give Rollins the win in this case.
We're never going to have Bray Wyatt on the show if we ever get big. Whatever.
Glorified jobber, Bray Wyatt. That's what Bray Wyatt is, a glorified jobber.
Tell Texas Kid to follow the buzzard.
Interesting if we ever did have Bray on the show, because I could pick his brain real good and ask him some good questions.
Yeah, like, please don't kill you.
Right.
I'm not afraid of Bray. I mean, all I'd have to do was run, and he'd run out of breath chasing me. He'd have to have snacks in his pocket, probably.
Oh, jeez. Bray will lose. He hasn't done much since the compound bird. Yeah, good point. You follow me? Appreciate that. Thank you for all the follows tonight. Hit that follow button. Like I said earlier in the show, if you are a regular in here till SummerSlam, or if you hit those hearts up, you'll be entered in our giveaway at SummerSlam for a DVD or a shirt or some sort. So make sure you're a regular and you hit those hearts every time you come in here to know so I can recognize you. You'll be entered in the drawing, and it'll help us out a lot better doing it that way. So appreciate everybody coming in here on y'all's 4th of July holiday. We got 3 matches left to talk about: the ambulance match, women's title match, and the world title match. When are we on? We are live every Tuesday night after SmackDown Live, 10:30 Eastern. And we're also live Sunday night, the pay-per-view, and also when there's a takeover, we also do shows then. Also, we have started a show on Saturday night. It's called This Week in Wrestling, where we touch on all things wrestling, which is ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling, and anything else wrestling related we touch on there on Saturday night. So hit that follow button. We're live Tuesday nights and Saturday nights, so really hope you guys can join us then. What about CCW? We do not touch on that. No way of watching that unless it's somewhere on the computer. And I'm sorry that's not happening, but appreciate it. Let's go on to
I'll watch Impact on Thursday.
Lucha Underground. Yeah, we'll touch a little bit on Lucha Underground. ambulance match.
Never
We
watched
got
Lucha Underground before.
Reigns versus Strowman. With you, Dave. Are you looking forward to this match? One. And two,
No.
who do you got?
I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's obvious Reigns is going to win. Yeah, the only match I even care about on this whole pay-per-view card, honestly, is Joe versus Brock is the only match I even care about. I don't care about any other match on the card.
Damn.
I think most of the card is really. I'm sure there'll be some good matches. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't care about any matches on this card but Joe and Brock because a match I never thought I would see. I'm sure Texas Kid will talk crap about Joe too, because Texas Kid doesn't like overweight wrestlers.
I like Samoa Joe. He was on my list too. That list I sent you. He's without a doubt top 10.
But Miz is higher, right?
I've checked the list again. I mean, the case could be made for either one being better than the other. It's a close battle because they're both really good.
Wow. You know the guy is high when he says Samoa Joe and Miz is a close battle.
I'm with him all about Joe. I'm going, okay, that's cool. Good job, man. All right, so you have, who do you got?
What match are we talking about?
You said Roman Reigns, correct?
Yeah, Reigns, that's right. Yeah, Reigns.
What about you, Texas Kid?
Well, Reigns is probably winning so that he has momentum for his title shot at SummerSlam next month. But I honestly just want a good match. If Reigns wins, so be it. I just want them to have a real good match.
Oh, okay. That's good. I mean, I think this could be
good. It'll be a good match. I mean, yeah.
I want Braun to go down like a badass. If he's going down, he has to go down like a badass. Like maybe a spear through the ambulance roof or something. That'd be something.
How are you going to spear through the ambulance roof? How the fuck are you going to spear through the ambulance roof?
They did that with Cena and Ryback. Cena did the attitude adjustment through the ambulance roof.
It's on your shoulders. The spear, you got to run and spear them. How are you going to spear him through a roof? Are you flying from the air?
Well, it's possible.
Fly now? Oh, it's possible. He can fly now. It's possible.
Spears him through the side of the fucking ambulance, if that's even possible.
That's more accurate. I mean, from the roof? What's he going to jump from somewhere and spear him through the roof of it?
Or through the doors or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but I just hope Braun looks good because I'm pretty high on him right now. And I hope he has a marquee match at SummerSlam. Like, if Cena faces a Raw guy, like you guys said, I'd like it to be Braun because I think that'd be a good match.
I want to see that match. And I think Reigns loses. I think Braun's going to win.
Hell, I could see if Braun gets out of that, I could honestly see, and if it doesn't go Miz and Ambrose, I could honestly see, how about Braun getting the title shot, or Ambrose versus Braun Strowman? I could see that.
Ambrose versus Braun Strowman.
I could see Ambrose wanting that match. I really could.
It's something different, something we haven't seen.
Because he's not afraid to go after those freaking big idiot guys. Look at Brock and him.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be an interesting match. So I have
really quick. This is off topic. Really quick. I was shocked as hell how good Apollo Crews looked in that match against Braun Strowman. I was like, holy shit. He looked
that spot he took with on the kick was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I was shocked. I looked at the match. It was still going on 5 minutes later. I'm like, what's going on here? I mean, dude, look. I mean, hell. I mean, he made Apollo look really good in that match.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yes, they did. They're very true. All right, let's do 2 more matches. Women's title match. Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks' first title match against Alexa Bliss, I believe. Good.
Hello.
Texas Kid, are you
there? All right, so you're asking my prediction for Alexa Sasha.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Alexa wins just because I think it's too early for her to lose. And the fact that Sasha made her tap out last night probably pretty much confirms Alexa's retaining on Sunday. Yeah, possibly.
I did not like how she lost via tap out. Didn't like that. But I think Bliss wins and retains as well. What about you, Dave?
I hope so, because I hope they're not going to ride this whole award thing to the moon with Sasha. I really do. Because I am so sick
You've
of
never
Sasha.
seemed to be all that high on Sasha, Dave. I noticed that.
I never am. I never have been. I'm not a big fan of hers. I always thought Bayley was better, and I think Charlotte was better.
Okay. So you don't have her winning. You have Alexa Bliss retaining.
That's arguable. They're all good. So
screw Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks will win. Sasha Banks for the win. Okay. Fair enough.
I would be surprised because if Sasha does win, because they seem to be playing up this whole award thing with Sasha because she's nominated for all these awards and stuff. And if she wins an award, what better way to have her accept it than with the WWE Women's Championship?
Good point. Very good point. Thank you guys all for the hearts. The hearts are very much appreciated. Those hearts are awesome tonight. So we all have Alexa Bliss retaining the title. So let's move on to the main event of the evening. The match that we're all waiting for. We've been waiting for that. We thought maybe we'd never ever see ever. Samoa Joe
versus Hornswoggle.
Yes, that's it. I'm surprised that it wasn't a match at
I know, right?
Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe. They have been booking Samoa Joe to look like an insane monster. Booking him like they've never booked anybody against Brock Lesnar. A guy that's not scared of him, not going to back down from him. My first question before I get y'all's prediction: do you think this match lasts longer than 5 or 10 minutes? We'll go with you first, Dave.
Yes.
I'd say goes about 15, 20 minutes.
There will be blood. Okay, I hope so. That would be nice. Going to be longer than that. Okay, everybody thinks it's going to be longer than 10 minutes. Not going to be a squash match. Okay. All right. Will Joe shock the world and beat Brock Lesnar, Texas Kid?
As cool as that would be to see, I don't think so. I think Roman's going to beat Brock at SummerSlam.
We're not talking about SummerSlam. We're talking about tonight.
Okay, well, Brock's probably retaining on Sunday because they seemed in Brock to get beat by Roman. So until he faces Roman, he's probably winning every match he's in.
Double count out, Brock retained. Okay, if they want to continue the feud, they can do that. A lot of people don't want this match to be a one-off. They want this feud to kind of continue. Joe going to kill Brock. Brock going back to UFC. I don't think that's happening.
Brock ain't going back to the UFC for sure.
Brock will not beat Joe clean.
He's too good for that crappy-ass promotion.
The views that are
more crappier than boxing is. Oh my god!
Texas Kid for life.
Boxing's far better than UFC.
Yeah, tell that to Manny Pacquiao. Tell that to Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. Podcast. Anyways,
and Mayweather's gonna prove it when Mayweather destroys McGregor's ass.
Okay.
Damn it! I hate when I agree with Texas Kid.
Right. Who do you got, Joe or Brock Lesnar?
Mayweather. Oh, wrong fight. Man, you know what? I'm just because I'm going with who I really want to win, not who I think's gonna win. Because I really think I'm going for Joe. I just like Joe. I'm going Joe over Brock.
Okay. All right. Joe over Brock. And what is submission?
Yeah, I mean, you know they could do that. I was thinking about this too. What if you have Joe choke out Brock, but the next night on Raw, Heyman comes out, you cannot win a WWE title by chokeout. Pin or submission.
That would be interesting.
They did the same thing when Taz beat Kurt Angle back in the day when Taz choked him out. You cannot win a match by chokeout.
Okay. If they want to go that route, they could do that.
You cannot get a win over Brock, but yet didn't win the title. But everyone thinks he won the title.
Why can't you believe Joe wins? I don't know. I just don't see him. I would love to see Joe win. I just don't see it happening. I just don't. I think it'll be a really good match. I just don't see him losing to Samoa Joe.
The only reason I'm doing this is
Brock's
because
first match back. I just don't. As much as I would, Joe would win.
the only reason I'm going with it is because I never thought AJ Styles would ever be WWE champion either. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe they'll give Joe. They see the reaction he's getting. Why not? Have Joe and Reigns at WrestleMania or SummerSlam?
Yeah, we'll find out this Sunday night. That's going to wrap it up for the review of Great Balls of Fire. I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We had a total of 400 viewers tonight. Man, that's crazy. So I think the hearts from you guys really do help, as you can see, and get some more viewership and more people coming in here. You can chit-chat with each other. I saw a lot of chit-chatting going on in the chat room, so that was cool. Look at my hearts, man. I know I see them popping. I see them pumping. And we really appreciate that. We will be live Sunday night after the pay-per-view. I believe Justin will be with us. If not, it'll just be me and Dave. Texas Kid, we appreciate you coming on to the show tonight. We'll have you back on definitely in the future. Next Tuesday is going to be a fishy situation since SmackDown is in my neck of the woods, and I'm going to SmackDown. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do this.
Have fun with that.
Maybe instead of Tuesday night, we'll do it on Wednesday night. If not, maybe we can do it when I get back. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, maybe me and Dave can do it because that's how we did it before.
Yeah, or Dave and Texas Kid can run it for Tuesday night. We'll give you a formal announcement on Sunday night. We thank you for all the follows, the hearts, the shares on Twitter. The shares on Twitter are very much appreciated. Texas Kid, can you throw our Twitter account in there as well, please? That is our Twitter handle. Follow us there. We're almost at 300 followers, and that would be great to hit that by the end of August, if y'all don't mind. No big goals here. Thoughts, guys, before we head out and be back on Sunday night. We'll go for you first, Texas Kid.
Thoughts? Go Miz, go Rollins, go Hardy's on Sunday.
Okay. There you go. Dave?
Saturday night, tune us in this Saturday night. We'll do another show, but
last Saturday, I forgot about that.
Yeah, last Saturday I was very skeptical of this GFW thing. So, you know what? I think after I did watch Slammiversary, and I gotta give him credit, because that was some good stuff, especially the opening match. That opening match for Slammiversary. Man, I know it was WWE, but that was a
great ass match.
That's what we should be seeing in the cruiserweight division on Raw right now. That's nowhere near as good as what we've seen. That's way better than what they're doing on 205 Live, honestly. What they did, that triple moonsault was like, holy shit.
Yeah. That, like Dave said, Saturday night we will be live.
Days of the company.
Saturday night we'll be live about 10:30 Eastern with This Week in Wrestling.
I was just
and pro wrestling, touch on Slammiversary, probably a lot of Slammiversary stuff, TNA stuff.
I was just going to encourage people to, hey, give it a shot. If you got Pop TV, give it a shot and check it out, because it's going to be, from now on, they got the new logo out with GFW Impact now up there. So
yeah, so definitely check it out.
The company's going to return to their old good days now.
Yeah,
we're also putting out one night only pay-per-views too. It's going to be like amped, what the original show was for Jeff Jarrett's promo.
Yeah.
So I wonder what's going to happen in the future with them, though. I really do.
Yeah, we'll touch more on GFW more on Saturday night. Won't be any WWE talk Saturday night unless there's something breaking. We'll touch more on NXT and the other wrestling companies like that, but no WWE talk till Sunday night.
There is something that I've seen interesting really quick today. The Texas Kid will love. Well, you love to hear his feedback on this, but Asuka reportedly put out a tweet saying she will not return to NXT. until she gets some competition, some real competition.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Storyline related.
Yeah. Asuka just comes across as really arrogant sometimes.
She's been undefeated for almost 2 years. Why not? I'd be arrogant too.
That's why, because she's one of the greatest. But yeah, we'll be live Sunday night. Please hit those hearts. Please hit those follows. All the replay viewers, thank you guys. I see those replay viewers. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of hearts.
Well, you should be cocky, but you should never be arrogant in life.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
Shawn Michaels' career, that really did.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest. Anyways, Sunday night, be there. Saturday night, This Weekend Wrestling. Please hit that. Please join us if you can. If not, join us for that Great Balls of Fire review right after the pay-per-view. Again, thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you Saturday night.